What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Tristan Duran and today we're gonna finish my wrecked Yamaha R1 and get it ready for the inspection. So the inspection is with the DMV. Right now I have a salvage title on the bike and I want to have a clean title. It's gonna be the first time I do an inspection. I have no experience with that. I am worried that my tinted screen that came with the Chinese fairings that I have on the bike right now may not be accepted by the inspectors. So I'm gonna put a clear screen. And it's also a personal preference because I have a race livery on the bike. I want to have a race look and that's a clear screen that I need. But when I put the clear screen, I do have a problem with it and I'm going to show you exactly what it is right now. So that is the problem right here. Behind the cluster and down, we can see a bunch of wires and relays and the inside of the fairings. It just looks very unfinished. So I want to mask here. OEM Yamaha has a sticker. It's matte black. They have the logo on it. It looks really good, but it's very expensive. I'm not gonna buy it. So I could paint or I could make myself a sticker and I could play with different colors. I really want to keep those aggressive lines from the Yamaha design, so I don't want to do something that blends in with the fairing. I'm not going to do something white. I want to keep that very aggressive, so I think I'm not going to be very original here, but I'm going to go for matte black. Everything on the bike is matte black. I avoided glossy black, so that's what I'm going to do right here. I've never done vinyl, so I could paint, but I want to try vinyl. So I bought myself some matte black vinyl and I want to try it right here. And that's looking super neat, especially for a first time applying vinyl. I'm very surprised. It was actually pretty easy and I will definitely use that again. So I had a question many times on the previous video when I revealed the livery of the bike. People were asking, why those colors, why those stickers? This isn't my design. It's completely a replica of the Yamaha M1s. We saw only once in that color in 2009 at the Grand Prix of Estoril in Portugal when Jorge Lorenzo won on that weekend and Valentino Rossi was also riding that M1. I really like the livery and that's the reason why I did that. That's completely a replica. I'm not trying to advertise for Fiat. This is just the way it was on the M1. I also had another question which was regarding my exhaust cover, which is right here. You can see it's cracked and people are asking me, are you gonna leave it cracked? But you guessed it, I will not. So let's change it right now. So it looks a lot better now. I used some plastic restorer, some ceramic coating, just to make sure it would be very durable, so it's shiny and very black for a long time. What I'm gonna do now is take care of my seat cover. And the seat cover is finally on the bike and it looks really neat, especially on the sides right here. There is no creases in the front, right here, the other side. So very happy with that. I was even able to remove the creases I had in the middle right here at some point, but I still have some right here in the back. And I feel like there is not much that I can do on it because I would need to pull on those ears right here. But you can tell there is no plastic to put staples in right there. It's only foam, so I'm not going to staple in foam. So maybe it's going to go away when I use it. I'm not sure, but there is not much I can do right now. Before I put the seat back on the bike, what I want to do is take care of the seat of the rear cowl, because when I installed the rear cowl on the bike, I forgot to put some heat shield. It's very close to the mufflers. It's going to get very hot. I don't want that to melt, so let's take care of it now. And the heat shield is on the rear cowl, so this way it's not gonna melt. So since I don't have it on the bike, I have more access to the back of the bike, and I can take care of my blinkers and my license plate holder, which I obviously need for the inspection. I bought everything online, I received the blinkers. For some reason, the license plate holder is taking forever. It's no problem. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the one from the rack, I'm gonna straighten it up, and I'm gonna put the blinkers on it. And the blinkers that I ordered have 3 wires per blinker, so I need to do all the wiring, just make sure everything works. That way, when I receive the new license plate holder, just plug and play, and I can go to the inspection. So let's take care of the blinkers. So the blinkers are on the bike, but they're flashing too fast, which is not that surprising of a problem because a lot of people put LED blinkers on their bikes, but they never fix the flashing problem. And that's exactly what happened here. When I received the wreck, it was LED blinkers all around the bike, but apparently the previous owner never fixed that problem. I was expecting that. I bought a flashing relay. I can see the delivery truck is a few blocks away, so I'm gonna receive that today and fix that in this video. The second I receive the flashing relay, I'll put it in the bike and fix the problem. But meantime, to not waste any time, I'll take care of my mirrors. And those are the mirrors on the bike. So I got them for about 30 bucks. They're very common online. You can see them on Amazon, on eBay, on AliExpress. They are all over the place. They look pretty neat out of the box. The finishing is pretty good. The painting is good, especially for 30 bucks. I was pretty happy with them. But then I put them on the bike. From the front, they look really neat. Like that. I think they're small. It's pretty futuristic. It looks good. But then when you move around the bike, especially on the side right here, you can see those arms right there. That's the direction they're going. So they're going to the front of the bike when really you'd like them to be here. It would be more aerodynamic. It would look better with the line of the bike and it would allow me to see better. Because right now, I'm all the way to the side here. I cannot push it more to be able to see the back and not the side, because that's really where that arm is pointing at, to the side, and I want to be able to see the back of the bike. So because they're so small, you need to be so precise on the adjustments on that, and they don't work so well. You know, it's universal mirrors. They're not made for that specific bike, so that's the way it is. So you don't have the best vision in the back, and it doesn't look the best because of that arm going in the front and looking like a bee. Not a fan of those. I don't think I'm gonna end up having those on the bike. I may go back to an OEM style mirror set on the bike. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch this one right here. I'm gonna put another kind of mirror that you can see everywhere online, just to show you what to expect on an R1. And that's the second design you can see absolutely everywhere online right now. So it's pretty cool on the pictures because you got that blinker that is completely built in the mirror. It looks safe, it looks modern, but when you put it on the bike, again, I've got some issues with it. So here is one of them. That's the wire that feeds the blinker right here. Yes, you need a wire, but the way it's designed is not the greatest. So you got that thing that's gonna be on the side. It looks pretty silly, it doesn't look well finished. I don't want to have that wire right here rubbing on my fairing. And it could have been made differently. I could have something going inside the rod, maybe going inside one of the bolts if one of the bolts was hollow, but it's not the case. It's made cheaply and it doesn't look the best. But the main issue is obviously the look. Because of the way it's made and the mating surface on the R1, you can see it's shooting straight up. It is almost completely vertical. We have a slight angle right here, but because it's a rigid mount here, I would need to be able to turn, to have a ball joint maybe here, to bring that thing down. My mating surface on the R1 is very horizontal, and that thing is pretty straight, and that's the reason why it goes this way. So if your bike has a mating surface that is horizontal just like this one, that's what it's gonna look like. If your mating surface for the mirror is more vertical or at an angle at least, then maybe it's gonna work for you. But on the R1, right here, it doesn't work at all. I'm gonna see my elbow or my shoulder, that's it. And it doesn't look good at all. So I'm gonna remove this one. I just wanted to show you what to expect with that model that we see everywhere again. And I'll be working on my flashing relay just to get my turn signals to flash at a normal pace. So I was revving my engine because I wanted to make sure that my flashing cadence on my blinkers was constant from idle to higher RPMs, because I saw a bunch of reviews online of guys that put that flashing relay on their bikes and they were saying that when the engine was on and revving, the flashing was going faster. It really sounded to me like those guys don't have a regulator on the electrical circuit, but it's all good with this one. That's the reason why I was trying it out. So I feel like I'm ready for the inspection. I'm all good with that project. I got my screen, I got my mirrors, even though they're a little small and I feel like I may change them for the inspection. This is good here. I did the seat cover here. First time I do any kind of upholstery job, and it turns out really good to me. I got my license plate holder, even though I'm waiting for the new one. I got the blinkers on, they're working, everything's working. The one in the back that I chose, I feel integrate pretty well with the design of the bike, so I'll put the description in the link of the video, and everything works. So I feel like I'm ready for the inspection. And the crazy thing about this is that I'm allowed to drive, and in my case to ride, with a salvage title from where I am to the inspection center and back. So I'll take the camera with me, I'll go on that first ride with you guys and show you exactly what it is. During the inspection, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be allowed to film, but whatever I can, I will make a video out of it to really show you what that first ride is about, and back here with the inspection in the meantime. And it's gonna be time for me to unveil my next project. If you wanna see that, you should consider subscribing to the channel, activate your post notification. This way you know when I post that next video. If you like this video, well, like the video. I see you in the next one, and meantime, keep building.